It's Friday, November 1st, and it's time for The Talk. 5 Academy Award winners in the most anticipated film of the holiday season. We're talking with all of the stars of the must-see movie that has everyone talking, Las Vegas. Michael Douglas, Robert De Niro, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Kline, and their leading lady, the lovely Mary Steenburgen, is here as our special guest co-host. Inspired by Michael Douglas and Mary Steenburgen's terrifying movie roller coaster ride, see what happens when the ladies of The Talk face their fears over 100 stories above the Las Vegas Strip. Plus, an amazing performance for one of the hottest shows in Vegas, Zarkana by Cirque du Soleil. Let's start talking.
We keep talking it out. So what you got if you don't live loud? We're together now, so let's talk it out right now. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas!
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to The Talk. With that music in this setting, we need drinks. Okay, you know the old saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, not today, because we're bringing Las Vegas to you with the stars of the must-see new movie, Las Vegas. Think the new Hangover, but with 5 Oscar winners and a plot full of friendship, love, heart, and laugh after laugh after laugh. Joining us at our table, at our blackjack table today, is the Oscar-winning beauty of the film, who's caught in a love triangle between Michael Douglas and Robert De Niro, the gorgeous Mary Steenburgen. Welcome, Mary. Welcome. Now, much of the movie was shot at the Aria Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, and direct from their showroom, we have a performance from Zarkana right here. Let's get started with this question. Could you give your mate a free pass to cheat? Well, there's a reason why we're asking this question. Each of the characters in the movie comes with their own set of baggage, shall we say, but Kevin Kline's character experiences something that poses this very interesting question. Take a look.
The character I play is happily married. He's bored with his retirement. So he needs a rejuvenation.
You're unhappy, and I want my guy back. I don't want to know. Don't tell me about it, and we will never bring it up again.
Again, could you give your mate a free pass to cheat?
My man gets a free pass every time I change my wig. It's a different person. Free pass.
That's a lot of passes. That is a whole lot of passes, Cheryl.
I need to try that. That's it.
I feel like this is the kind of thing that, in theory, you would go like, sure, if you meet Julia Roberts, go ahead. And then if it actually happened and they're in the mirror getting dressed up and ready, you'd want to die. Like, if they
No, they would die. You would kill them.
Exactly.
You would die, they would die.
Exactly. Like, I think in reality, it would be the most horrible thing in the world. And that's what makes a relationship special, right? Is that promise to each other.
Right.
Every couple, well, not every couple, but a lot of couples have. I think it's hard if you live in LA and you work in the entertainment business, you can't have a free pass list,
It's
right? Because
possible.
you could meet that person at the supermarket. But I don't know. I first of all, I think a free pass is reciprocal. So, you know, take a penny, leave a penny. If you get a pass, I get a pass. I think that's how it works.
Wait, Mary, you're married to gorgeous Ted Danson.
It's fine for everyone in the whole wide world except for Ted Danson.
That's right.
The truth is, yeah, I'm not sharing that guy. But the truth is that we're actors, and so every once in a while we have romantic scenes and all that. And he says, you know, my eyes are jealous, my heart's fine.
Right,
You know,
'cause
he knows.
he knows.
He trusts
Yeah,
me.
he
You
knows
know,
that's
yeah.
what heart is.
It's-
You know, it's like there are two different kinds of people, and you've got the swingers, and you've got people who do not want to know, and that's the way it goes. You know, I don't think there's any tolerance for me of saying, okay, you're going to Vegas with the guys. What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. No way.
And men don't take direction well. I may say 1 free pass, and he think I said 21 free passes.
Good point.
Said all of that.
Very good point. Well, one of the most hilarious scenes in the movie is when the 4 guys decide to tear things up in one of Las Vegas's hottest nightclubs. Here's what sets up their night out on the town.
I believe some people will be dancing at the nightclub.
Right, okay.
Usually gets jumping around 11 o'clock. If you'd like, I can pick you up or wake you up.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be there. That's when we come alive.
Yeah.
Like midnight at the disco.
Are you ever too old to go out clubbing?
I don't honestly think that there is an age, or this is cut-off time, it's politically incorrect for you to do that. I mean, for me, going into clubs, it's about watching people. Everybody's drunk and having, like, ridiculous amounts of fun, and the body language is always intriguing. And to just go in, I just go in to just do like research
show.
on people being drunk,
It's a
having
free
a
show.
great time, and I just sit there looking, and it's like going to the movies.
If not better.
Yeah.
But not this movie.
Like even when I was supposed to be at the age to go clubbing, I felt like I was too old to be there. Like, I think as soon as you are old enough to realize it's not fun, that's when you're too old to be there.
But you know what? But see, I disagree. I like being the oldest person in the club because the kids is in there doing ecstasy, but you ain't lived till you had blood pressure medicine and Red Bull. Oh, man. I'm old school high.
When we come right back, De Niro, Douglas, Freeman, and Klein, the men of Las Vegas. We'll be right back.
Listen, guys, I got something important here, all right?
Heart or cancer?
Prostate, what?
Why every time the phone rings, you think somebody's dying?
I live in Florida now. Usually when the phone rings, somebody is dying.
I'm getting married.
To that young lady who's half your age?
She's almost 32.
Billy, I have a hemorrhoid that's almost 32.
That was a scene from the new movie Las Vegas, which opens today. We are joined at the table by the film's lovely leading lady, Mary Steenburgen.
Mary, why don't you tell everybody a little bit more about Las Vegas and the 4 incredibly impressive men who were at the center of the film?
I know, they're amazing. Well, the 4 of them were friends when they were young. They were called the Flatbush 4, and they defended each other and they fought with each other. Cut to many years later, and they're going to go to a bachelor party in Vegas for Michael, who's marrying a 30-year-old. And Morgan's kids are like treating him like he's 1 foot in the grave. And, you know, Kevin is, as you've seen in some of the clips, you know, he's a little disenchanted with life. And the saddest of all is the character Patty, who's played by Bob De Niro, who's a widower and really misses his wife. It's only been a year and he's still mourning that. And so they all come to Vegas to sort of reconnect and find something inside of them worth living for again.
That's so funny. And then you come into the picture.
And then enter me. I play a lounge singer in a tiny, kind of pathetic little lounge in Vegas with about 2 people in there listening to me. And it was a fascinating experience because really, I don't consider myself a singer. I have done very little singing. I sang once in a movie in the 80s, then I kind of like forgot about it. And I do write music, so I'm a little musical, but it was scary and to start something new at my age, and so lots of singing lessons and all that. But
We're wonderful.
you
Did a good job.
You did. You did so beautifully. Well, we got a chance to sit down in Las Vegas with the Oscar-winning men of Las Vegas. Take a look. First of all, congratulations on an amazing film. We've all seen it.
Yes.
We loved it. Everyone loved it. We were so excited to interview the four of you that we got dressed in character. I am a blackjack dealer. The pit boss is Sarah Gilbert. And Cheryl will be your server tonight if you'd like a drink. All right. So,
Hold on, Billy. I already drank up everything that I was supposed to serve. So.
we're not supposed to say that part. All right. All four of you are Oscar winners, and yet none of you have ever worked together before this film. Did any of you even know each other, being in the business?
Well, we've met a couple of times. You know, when actors meet, they say, "Oh, I hope we can work together someday." It's just something you say. It's not true. I think we've all, except in your case, I meant it. I meant it from the heart. But
So how did you guys all come together for this movie?
You know, we all just thought, this is cool. This is really cool. This is just what a nice chance this sort of comes together. You know, have a decent piece of material, and all of a sudden it kind of gets elevated with the cast. And we had a wonderful director in John Turteltaub. I think at one point, 2 or 3 weeks in, I mentioned to our producers, I said, look, you got 4 actors who are having a love fest, and they even like the director. I'd stay away. And I really cherished this experience. It was cool.
And it's a pleasure to work with pros. You know, there's no ego like, oh, I'm the biggest star here. Was that all like so many years ago in the business for each of you?
I still carry a little of that.
Just a little bit. Thank you for being truthful, Morgan. We appreciate it.
A little bit of
And Morgan, you had to do your own stunts, I was told, including jumping out of your son's window.
It took about a day and a half to talk me into it. Because they didn't show it to me until shoot day.
Oh, were they pulling
They
your
said, well,
leg?
you're going to have to jump out of a window. I said, no, I'm not. You can do it. No, you'll get a stunt guy to do that.
It's a great scene.
Yeah, it's funny. Very funny. Michael, the guy kind of ribbed you by calling you hazelnuts. we won't say why they call you hazelnuts.
I thought we were going to forget all about that.
But okay, so what did it take to put together Billy's style?
Not much.
Not much.
No, I mean, you're joking me. I know enough guys in L.A., right?
But the jury
who are progressing that, who
dressed
are
like
progressing that way.
the great thing, Michael's just saying, "Oh yeah, it wasn't that hard," but the lack of vanity and the serious actor in Michael, you know, who looked that way. And a lot of actors would say, "No, I want to look natural," but he looked like a guy who got a little spray tan that night.
That's how I wake up in the morning.
Yes.
But it's a great look, and it was, I thought, very to Michael's credit that he would allow himself to look that stupid.
Now, Bob, you've done a ton of preparation before for roles, like for Raging Bull. I heard you ate spaghetti and ice cream to gain 60 pounds. So was there anything for Patty that you did to prepare physically?
No, I just, I wasn't going to look the way I did Raging Bull, that's all. I can't do that anymore. I'm getting to an age. The only thing I was working on is the whole thing of my wife dying and so on, and my life changing, and personalizing that.
Yeah.
So.
But you know what I liked in the movie was how much you loved your wife before you guys got married. Because there's a line where you talk about how you made her laugh.
Yes.
And I just thought that just brought me to tears. And then after she dies, and you're still living with that love and that memory, I I hope to one day find a man that loves me the way you love your wife. That did it for me.
Right.
That did it for me.
Now, a big part of this film deals with the subject of aging. And Michael, your character gives a great speech about watching life pass you by. Did that hit home for any of you or all of you? I'll start with you, Michael.
You know, it's pretty well documented. I had a cancer about a couple of years ago, and so it was. You start getting. I get more sense of time, of more responsibility of how you want to spend your time. Don't take time for granted, because you get that other side. You know, you're starting to think. You know, what do I want? How do I want to spend my time?
That's right. That's right.
Bob, for you?
Yeah, no, the same thing. Michael did that scene beautifully, and that's it. You know, you do think about.
What he said?
I think I'm going to put that on my gravestone. That's it. That's it.
So I have to ask you guys, because something I loved about the movie is how sweetly nostalgic it is. So in that vein, looking back at your own life, is there anything that you would do differently now if you were talking to the young version of yourself?
I think youth is wasted on the young. You know, I'd love to go back with what I know now.
Oh, yeah, well, hey, let me go with what I know now.
Yes.
Well, look out, world.
Yeah.
Michael, you mentioned, you touched upon before that we all know you have beat cancer. You're looking great, you're sounding great, you're taking home awards, you're shooting films, you're opening films. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel great, and my type, you're clean for 2 years, you got 95% doesn't come back, so it's good, and it's probably pushed me. I've been working more this year than I ever have in my life, and I think just sort of give you a second wind, you know?
And I was saying to the ladies, and I mentioned to you briefly, just you've always been such a tremendous actor, but it's like you're on fire now, you know? And so, do you think it's all related to that, or?
Well, I think I enjoy acting much more than I did before. I mean, I was a little bit, you know, once you kind of go through that, you feel like you can do anything.
Now, Bob, you have in your personal life many children, but your youngest daughter, Helen Grace, is 2 years old.
Yes.
So what is it
Almost
like
two.
starting over again at that phase, having raised children that are older?
Well, it's great. I mean, she's just changed the whole dynamic of the family. She's a dream, beyond a delight, you know. And, you know, I think of myself, my age, but I know a lot of people my age who have children, even older than me. And I plan to be around for a long time with a little luck that I have. And I'm not going
Do you feel like a different kind of father doing it at this stage?
In some ways, yeah.
He's a very loving man. This child's going to be spoiled rotten.
Yeah.
Well, get ready to double down when Mary joins the guys in Vegas. We'll find out about the nightmare experience that she shared with Michael Douglas after this.
What brings you boys to Vegas?
I'll tell you what brings us to Vegas. Big fat lie. I just wanted to come over and tell you how much I enjoyed your performance.
Thank you.
You know spring chicken, but you deserve better than being around these lowlifes.
Wow! Prince Charming, is that you? You are so much shorter than I thought you would be.
No, actually, we're here for a wedding. Our friend Hazelnut is tying the knot.
That was the lovely Mary Steenburgen. going head to head with Robert De Niro and the Oscar-winning cast of Las Vegas, which opens in theaters nationwide today. Now, Mary, I don't know how you did what you did in that movie with those naughty men and all that singing and acting. It must have been an awful lot to take on.
Well, somebody had to do it. You know what? It was a privilege. It was one of the greatest jobs of my life.
Yeah.
And I really was in heaven every single day, and that's the truth.
I can imagine.
You know, you mentioned earlier how you consider yourself a musician, but you're not out there singing, you know, in a lot of your roles. The last one was in the 80s. But because you played it a little bit, maybe you didn't play it, you came across a little vulnerable. That made you so relatable, and it sucks the viewer right in. It's like, you know, I love her. I want to be her.
Well, while we were hanging with the men of Las Vegas, Mary decided to join the party. Take a look.
So, Mary, you got a role that any actress, any woman would kill for in real life, on the big screen. You got to play a role where Robert De Niro and Michael Douglas are fighting over you.
I know.
You're doing something right, Mary.
Go figure.
How was it?
Absolutely delicious.
Just as we pictured it would be.
I will never complain about that. And got to hang out with these two gorgeous gents as well.
Yeah. So, Mary, was your husband, Ted Danson, jealous about you hanging out with these four handsome devils?
I wish I could say he's jealous. But I've actually tried to make him jealous, and he just is way too secure.
Oh, that's good, but that's good.
Fine.
That's good.
And he knows you, Mary. That's more about you. It's about him, and it's just as much about who you are as a lady.
You want to know something? He was really happy for me that this amazing gift came to me, because I haven't played a part like this for a long time, you know, and it was, I think he was just so excited for me.
Proud of you.
But I mean, it's not like you wouldn't be jealous of him, right?
We had one nightmare experience.
Oh,
It
yes.
was at Stratosphere.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all know about this thing.
Oh, we went on it.
You did?
You went on
We
it?
are Metro journalists.
No. Did you go on it?
Oh, yes. You know, I really wasn't that worried about it. And they said, well, let's go up and you and Michael can experience it the day before you shoot it. So I said, sure. So we go up. And then I get up there and it's like, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Were you scared? Michael, were you scared?
We were
In my pants.
terrified.
Scared. No, when you get up there, you know, and this, you know, it's all nice Las Vegas. You get up there, the winds blow. Yeah. And this thing goes up, and it goes, takes off the, you know, right off the edge, you know.
100 stories, you're looking
100
straight
stories
down.
And it holds there for a second, holds there, and then it, boom, it drops. The hinge drops, and you're down there.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was.
It's
it was
one
horrible.
take?
It's horrible.
Huh?
One take? How many?
No, not one take.
You are kidding
No,
me.
no. John Turtletop.
My director was having fun at your
Yeah, we did it over and over and over. And the fact that they took us up the day before to calm us, I stayed up all night freaking out.
That's how I felt too.
You know, and then it was the day we shot it, it was 30-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm like, excuse me, when do you cut it off? And they said, 40-mile-an-hour winds. That's really close.
Right.
So, how did Sarah, Cheryl, and I handle the ride that terrified Michael and Mary? We're going to show you when we come right back. Don't go away. Welcome back to our celebration of the new film, Las Vegas, which opens in theaters today. Yes, it does. Now, before we went to break, we heard about the frightening ride Mary and Michael took over the Las Vegas Strip. Do you want to know what happened when Sarah, Cheryl, and I took the same terrifying trip? Let's roll the videotape.
Just like I pictured it.
Are you ready?
Hell to the double no.
If Michael Douglas can do it, we can definitely do it, Cheryl.
Now, what I'm gonna need is Michael Douglas to come and sit in there, and I'm gonna sit on his lap. That's the only way you may possibly get me on that. No.
You're not getting chicken, are you?
Is there chicken on there? It better be chicken topped with bacon. Matter of fact, chicken stuffed with bacon for me to get on there.
Come on, you're doing it.
Yeah.
You and me in the front.
Wait, in the front of it.
If it goes down, it doesn't matter which seat you're in.
Come on, ladies.
I think I left my extra dose of courage in the car.
Come on,
so-
come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm a little bit nervous. I didn't quite realize it was 110 stories.
It's gonna roll out to the very end, and it's just gonna be like a big teeter-totter. That's all it is.
I have to admit, I was a little surprised when I saw that it's just like the back of a chair and that's all you get. I guess you're just buckled into like nothingness.
It's like the end of Thelma and Louise, except
we surviving.
Yeah.
Thelma and Louise. I was flim-flammed and bamboozled. These are not my friends. I thought these were my friends.
Ready?
Woo. I love you, Julie. I love you,
I love you guys too.
But I'm mad that I ain't said shit.
No. Is there a bigger drop coming?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, maybe we're done. Maybe we're done.
More. Oh, this is better. We're going away.
No cursing, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all got to be my own. Julie, Julie, who's not getting with this? Not mine. Oh my God. This ride is over.
Is it right over?
It's got to be over.
It's over. Thank God. Thank God. That guy's going. It is.
Ooh, sorry.
Code
They're going to
purple.
beep out everything. At first I thought the ride was the scariest part, but whoever shot me from under my chin and that's the scariest part.
Can I say, I just watched it. It was so scary. And then there's this shot over you guys where helicopters are flying below.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
When we come right back, we go all in with the cast of Las Vegas as they reveal the deal about each other. Don't go away.
The only way you guys are getting there tonight is VIP bottle service.
All right, I got that. I got that.
No. We got it. No. This is on us.
18.
18. Okay, 18. Here's my friend 10. And I've got here's 1, 2, 3, and 5. And 1 for your warmth and hospitality.
1,800.
1,800 what?
$1,800, fellas.
Go take it.
That was the high-rolling cast of Las Vegas, learning the finer points of bottle service. And joining us at the table today is the film's female star, the beauty of the film, Mary Steenburgen. Now it's time for the cast to lay their cards on the table when they tell us what they really think about each other. Take a look. Before we go, we have one short little card game to play. I'm going to deal one card to each of you. When we say go, one at a time, we'll start with Kevin. You're going to flip it over. It's going to be the face of one of your co-stars, and your job is to say the first thing that comes to mind to describe that co-star.
Oh, dear.
All right? Don't flip until I say. I got my villain's outfit on. All right, don't flip yet.
No.
Don't flip yet. Don't flip yet. Mary, Michael. All right. Kevin, go ahead and flip it. And you got to show the cameras who you got.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Be nice.
Mensch.
Okay, that's a good
That is a
That's a good
compliment.
word. That's a good word. That's a good word. That's a good word.
Morgan, go ahead and flip it.
many
Share
words?
it with the crowd. You could put it in front of your poker chips.
I knew it. I knew I was going to get it. I knew I was going to get it.
Bob
Mr.
De Niro.
Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful.
Okay.
I've watched this guy
Okay.
from, I think, the beginning of his acting career somewhere in the movies. And he's a true chameleon.
Yes.
Whatever role he inhabits, it's all the way to the bone.
Mr. Wonderful, your turn.
Mary is. We couldn't have had a better person for us.
Not a better.
movies.
Not a better.
Mary.
I figured, Michael. Well, I would say Silk or Class or when I was a kid and I had dreams about what actors were like in Hollywood and all those things, he really is that good, you know?
Yeah, I wonder who
His face is under there.
Yeah, he could be. That's scary.
What a photo.
That's a little, I mean, you know, I remember seeing him in Big Chill, in an ensemble piece, and on stage. It's just wonderful to see such a great talent and the versatility that he covers. I learned a lot watching him. He had more shtick than any actor I've ever seen in my life. But a real treat. Thanks.
Michael, Mary, Bob, Morgan, Kevin, we thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, look, I have some talk playing cards, which means I should be dealing one last hand. Here we go. Bam, 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 and the best for last. That is a full house of talent. Las Vegas opens today in theaters nationwide, and it is a royal flush of fun. Don't go away, because up next, it's a performance from one of Las Vegas's most spectacular shows. We'll be right back.
Our next guest leaves audiences spellbound with his performance in the live show Zarkana by Cirque du Soleil at Aria Resort and Casino. It features jaw-dropping acrobatics and eye-popping visuals set in a world where physical ability meets the extraordinary. Here to perform for us is hand balancer Andrei Kolotenko.
by Cirque du Soleil. That is impressive. I'm eating what you're eating. Now, because Andre wants everyone to have a good time in Vegas, everybody in our studio audience is going home with a pair of tickets to Zarkana. For your chance to win tickets at home, go to thetalk.com. We'll be right back. Before we say goodbye, our studio audience got to see a sneak preview of Las Vegas. What did everyone think? Did you love it? A big thank you to the fabulous Mary Steenburgen, everyone, for joining us for a special tribute to Las Vegas, which again opens today in theaters everywhere. We'd like to thank the Aria Resort and Casino in Las Vegas for hosting our interview with the fabulous cast. And we'd like to thank you for joining us. And remember, go out and see Las